In this video, we interview YouTube expert Nick Nimmin about how he's growing by over 15,000 subscribers per month and the top 3 things to focus on if you want to grow your YouTube channel coming up.
This video is brought to you by vidIQ, the #1 Chrome extension for YouTubers looking for on-point data analysis, research resources, and enhanced video creator tools. Start getting more views in less time today by signing up for free at vidiq.com/influence. That's vidiq.com/influence.
What's up, influencers? Welcome to another interview here on Video Influencers, where we're helping you influence, income, and impact with online videos. I've got Nick Nimmin here to talk about some fire topics. Thank you so much for being on Video Influencers.
Thank you for having me on, man.
Yeah.
This is fantastic.
For sure.
Super pumped to share some information that's going to help these guys really take a strong hold on what it is that they're doing here on YouTube.
Absolutely. Nick Nimmin, like us, teaches creators how to utilize this platform, optimize videos. So tell us a little bit about the origin stories of Nick Nimmin, how you got your start on this platform and where you're at today, and a little bit about your channel.
Okay. How I got my start on YouTube is basically I had a graphic design service with my brother. It was actually his service. I worked with him. And we had some difficult clients. And we had the conversation of, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
And we said, okay, well, what do we want to do? And neither of us had an answer. So that sent us off into the world to kind of explore, different ideas and things like that. And one of the things that that I explored on my end was YouTube. And initially, when I first started, the whole idea was, okay, well, I'm just going to set this up because one of the things that I explored before YouTube was internet marketing. So I said, okay, I'm going to set this up to where I can start capturing some emails and then kind of go that route.
Yeah.
And then what happened is I made a handful of videos, and Daryl Eves, he made his 100,000 subscriber video, and he said, hey, submit videos to me and let me know what my channel's done for you. I submitted a video to him, and when I did that, he contacted me really fast and said, hey, I like what you're doing. I think you'd be better served on another channel. So I said, okay, well, I'm looking for solutions here, right?
Yeah.
So I'm definitely in on that. And we went and worked on that channel for a while, and it was going great. Everything was fantastic. That lit my fire for YouTube. But I went all in on it, and I burned out.
Oh, yeah.
So he even told me, he's like, make sure that your upload schedule is something that you can maintain.
Realistic.
And I'm like, yeah, absolutely, all in, right? So with the type of content that I was making for that channel, it just took a really, really long time to make. And it was literally to the point where I had to make the decision on, are you going to do your graphic design work and be responsible, or are you going to make videos? And my choice was always, not going to be responsible, I'm going to make videos because I love doing it. And I had to ultimately make the decision on, okay, I want to stay on YouTube because the fire's lit. You're not getting me off of YouTube. However, I can't make this type of content anymore. So I'm going to go back to my internet marketing thing where I'm just giving general tips on like how to be comfortable on video, how to, how to stay focused and things like that. And then I came back and I started doing that type of content again because it was easier to make. And then from there, I did a video with Brian G. Johnson on SEO. And people started asking for more YouTube related information, like, oh, this is great.
YouTube.
And then basically just like YouTube recommends, I followed what the audience wanted.
There you go.
Now I'm sitting here hanging out with you guys.
200,000 plus subscribers, right? Massive growth, 15,000 subscribers per month. Now, that's not easy to do. There's a lot of hustle involved. We got a lot of creators who are just starting out, maybe at zero. What would be the first things YouTubers need to consider when they're uploading their first videos?
When you start uploading your first content, it's really important to make sure that you're thinking long term. Think of what it is that you actually want to accomplish. Why are you on YouTube in the first place? What is it that you're wanting to do? Because when you define exactly in as much detail as humanly possible what it is that you're trying to accomplish, then that's your goal, and you can build a roadmap to that. And you might think, okay, well, hey, I need to make this type of content. But if you say, this is what I'm trying to accomplish, and you start getting creative, you can say, you know what, well, maybe this is kind of, this would be cool content to make, but if I make this type of content over here, this is going to get me there a lot faster, right? So know what it is that you want. That's extremely important. And then reverse engineer the type of content that you need to make in order to get there, and go for it.
Boom. Yeah. And it's so important to have that clarity, right?
Yeah.
Because if you're just lost in your own like efforts, it's gonna just take you so much longer.
Yeah.
And
even on my channel.
Yeah.
Like when I first started, it was just kind of, like I wasn't taking it serious. I was like, hey, let's just give this a shot. I'm just gonna do the whole email thing and just kind of, I wasn't serious about it. But when I worked on that other channel and my fire was lit, before I published another video, because I didn't publish a video on my channel for about 9 months, before I published that next video, I said, okay, I'm building out an entire roadmap, right? And I'm gonna make that content for that audience that's going to get me to this particular spot.
Awesome. Now, of course, your channel, our channel, many channels out there are great resources on how to get your start, right? Optimize your videos, get views, get subscribers. But we both know there's a tool out there that's being way underutilized.
Yes.
Can we talk about that and some of the golden nuggets even that are inside of that?
Yeah. So what he's talking about is the YouTube Creator Academy. So a lot of people don't talk about the YouTube Creator Academy. Even YouTube doesn't talk about the YouTube Creator Academy enough. It's out there. They have a channel about it. They have all of the information that they're putting out there. But unless you're actually seeking that information, just like seeking, our channels, unless you're actually seeking that information, you're not going to find it. So it's really important that you go through the YouTube Creator Academy, because the YouTube Creator Academy is basically an instruction manual for how to use YouTube. What they expect you to do, even details.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we prefer that you don't use all caps in your titles. Right. And they also tell you little gold nuggets, things like, instead of worrying about what the algorithm wants, worry about what your audience wants, and the algorithm will follow. Right. I mean, just that alone is worth going through the Creator Academy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I'm just saying, like, so many people from the beginning of that being available have not even seen it or read it, or even if they've heard about it, haven't utilized it, right? And you just have to remember, YouTube wants you to be successful, because if you're successful, they're successful, right? So as much as we talk about the nuances of how to, based on our own experiences, that's like the first place you should start, because it's going to give you a grasp on what really moves the needle. Obviously, one of the reasons or motivations people start a YouTube channel is because you can make money, right? And we both know, everybody probably generally understands that you can make money off of AdSense, but not always the best source, right? Especially if you don't have a lot of views, you're just starting out. There's tons of different ways to make money off this platform, off platform, but we were talking about one way that I think a lot of people don't ever even hear about, but we know it's very valuable. Can we talk about that a little bit, and what, in your experience, people can do in their own world to be able to take advantage of it?
Yeah, absolutely. And before we get into that, I would also like to let people know that, in YouTube culture in general, people are like, well, if you're making money off it, you're doing it wrong. But in reality, like, this equipment costs money. Coming to events like VidCon, it costs money. Like, all of this stuff, it's not free. And because of that, if it's something that you want to do long term, it's important that you get past that idea of making money is wrong and say, okay, how can I make money so that I can invest in my YouTube business, essentially, so that I can do this full time? Really important. And one of the ways that you can do that as a content creator, at the very least, if you're, there's a bunch of stuff that you're good at, but if there's nothing else that you feel that you can offer, you're already a content creator, you can offer video editing services.
Yes.
At the very least, because companies need video editors. We, content creators.
Absolutely.
Like YouTube is just, it's exploding. All of these other video platforms are coming up, and because of that, knowing how to edit videos, you can turn that into a very valuable service for people, because good editors are hard to find.
Totally.
So leaning on that skill set is very important.
Good editors for YouTube, right? Or for social media, because that's a specific skill. There's people that are from the TV world or Hollywood, but to create content for social media, for a generation that expects like a maybe more intimate connection, really important. And with that social media aspect. And I know this, like, some of you may have been editing content, uploading videos for a year, 2 years, maybe even 3 years, haven't made enough money to make this a full-time thing. But what you have is a skill that you've been building over 3 years, right? Most businesses, they don't want to get in the business of creating content. I can tell you from experience, they want to hire that out. We're not just talking about like mom and pop shops or like, a small business. We're talking about like Fortune 500 companies, right? So you could easily transfer those skills into a job, right? And this is just a stepping stone to the next phase of your career. So anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, absolutely. If you want to level that whole thing up, right? And you want to say, you know what, how we were talking about goals before. and you say, you know what, I actually love editing videos. That's something that I really enjoy doing. You know, one of the options that you could have in terms of your goal set is you could say, you know what, that's actually a good idea. I love editing videos. I actually want to do that as a career. Then one thing that you could do on your YouTube channel is you could start making tutorials on how to edit videos, and by doing that, you're going to show your expertise, which then, you know, shows the world that you're really good at what it is that you do, good enough that you're able to teach other people, and that helps you also, you know, be able to leverage that opportunity.
From a lot of effort, a lot of results.
Yeah.
But not always the results you're thinking.
Right.
So, are you ready for the lightning round?
Oh boy. Whew.
All right, so favorite social media app right now?
YouTube.
Outside of YouTube.
Instagram.
Bam! Favorite camera manufacturer?
Oh man, that's tough. Yeah, I just got a Sony. Until then, I've been dedicated Canon, and I love Canon cameras. But the Sony that I picked up, I'm loving that Sony. So it's a really tough decision. But if I got to make a call, since I just got the Sony, I'm rolling with Sony.
He's drawing a line in the sand.
Yeah.
Favorite YouTuber or channels?
SciShow is amazing. You guys are
Thank
fantastic. Yeah. Like I watch a lot of our niche content because I just love watching what it is that, you know,
we watch yours
everybody's
too.
doing. You know, the other creators in our space, Vsauce, you know, when he publishes videos is great. And yeah, those are my main channels that I look at. Peter McKinnon also, amazing.
In a zombie apocalypse, what's the first thing you do or grab?
The first thing that I would grab would be water.
Okay.
Second thing that I would do is I would go to a second floor that had a vent staircase, so that I could basically, you know, section off that staircase. So that would give me a better chance of fighting the zombies as they were coming up the stairs.
That is so
give me
specific.
2 break points.
Have you thought about this before?
Yeah, actually, this is what I lay in bed and I think about, okay, if a zombie apocalypse were to happen, what would I do?
There you go. Water is very practical. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Favorite movie?
That's tough. Matrix.
Good one.
Yeah.
Favorite book that you would suggest for influencers or audiobook?
This is gonna sound ridiculous because it reads like a children's book, but Rhinoceros Success.
Okay.
By Scott Alexander. Yeah, it's only about this big.
Yeah.
But it basically that's one of the books that got me started on my journey for entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
And I actually ended up getting a tattoo because it was such an inspirational book for me.
Boom.
But what's funny is it reads like a children's book.
Yeah.
So when you check it out, you're gonna be like, really, this is what he recommended? But just read it. It's awesome.
Sometimes the simple delivery is all you need.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. So Nick is an amazing creator. We've been seeing his growth. 15,000 average 15,000 average subscribers per month. Can you share with us what are the last thoughts in terms of other people that would like to grow fast? We know that it doesn't happen overnight, but what are like the tactics and strategies you would suggest, and the last kind of like tidbits you would leave with our audience?
The first thing is, if you are already making content, it's important that you think about your audience. Of course, you want to make content that you enjoy making because YouTube is a long game, but it's really important also to make sure that you're serving your audience. And by serving, I mean bringing value to other human beings. Okay, that's super important. And the more value that you can bring to other human beings, the better things are going to be for you. Okay. The second thing is, if you're considering starting a YouTube channel, start right now. Because what's going to happen if you don't is 6 months from now, you're going to be like, man, I should have started a YouTube channel. A year from now, I should have started a YouTube channel. And if you do, if you say, you know, 6 months from now, you start your YouTube channel, a year from now, you start your YouTube channel, you're going to say, why didn't I do that before? Why didn't I do that last year when I was thinking about it? So start now.
Boom. All right, you guys, we're going to put Nick's links down below. Again, thank you so much for being on Video Influencers. As always, we're helping build your influence, income, and impact with online video. Talk to you later.